Any quick questions, any urgent questions? Let's take care of those first. So if anyone has any urgent or quick questions, go ahead and drop a number one in the chat and we'll handle those first thing. Give you guys a few seconds. Alrighty, no? Alrighty. Any pricing questions? Let's dive into those then. So if you guys got any pricing questions, just drop number one in the chat. Jack, start us off. What do you got?
Yeah, so I just want to take a look at my pricing. Still trying to get some of these days booked up. So just trying to look at what I should be knocking them down to. I did put this at 50 at this point. The break even's 57, but we're at Wednesday, so I figured try to get something out of it while we're here. And then I just want to look at the pricing for these ones, understand where we should be for that. To give you an idea of what we're currently sitting at for the pricing per day, and this is based on a week. So for 201, I did the Sunday to Sunday, and for 204, I did Tuesday to or Thursday to Thursday. First of all, should I be doing that as my check for the week, or should I always try to do like a Sunday to Sunday?
No, no, no. So that's actually a good question. So what I like to do, guys, I'll dive into that in a minute. First and foremost, Jack, great job on dropping the Thursday the 12th to that. Just like we discussed, I think we discussed either yesterday or Monday. I had talked about like we want to bring that to our break even because you're already doing fine. We're already keeping momentum, but I just don't want that to go unbooked. I'd rather have something in our pocket rather than nothing because it's just going to add on later. So
Mhm.
that's good there. Now for that first unit, Sunday the 15th to Sunday the 22nd. Last time we were together and we spoke, what was that sitting at?
65.
65. Break even is 57.
56.
56.
56 on this one.
Okay, so I said I wanted to hold it there and we'll slowly decrease. So if you're at 65 there and break even is 57, our goal for that first unit is we want to drop that now to around 60 and I'm going to hold it at 60. Okay?
Okay, got it.
Then for that second unit, that one's a break even is at 57. I think that one was sitting at 69. I think I remember correctly.
68, so pretty much, yeah. 68, I think.
68, break even is 57. That one I will hold there. That one we won't drop until Friday. So we won't do anything for that unit. All right.
Okay.
Now, quick disclaimer. You mentioned something about testing pricing, right? And can you
Yeah.
reiterate that again? So you said, should we be testing from what or what?
Yeah, so my question, because these two are different, is when we're testing pricing, especially like for the week, should it be always like a Sunday to Sunday, or would it be okay doing like middays or midweeks like Thursday to Thursday?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I'm glad you're asking this. So when it comes to testing pricing, we always first want to test the first opening. So in this case, the first opening is Sunday the 15th. So we'll test from Sunday to Sunday. The reason why we do Sunday to Sunday is because we always want to test on a weekly basis, because we're always trying to target a week long or longer. If you were testing every single like at week 1 week and then testing for 14 days, like you'd be here all day just testing pricing. Usually if week and week lines up, 14 day will line up as well. So what I essentially mean by that is I'm always just going to test on a weekly basis from the first opening, Sunday to Sunday. So in this case, what I like to do is, all right, for this first unit, I'm going to test from Sunday the 15th to Sunday the 22nd. However, if I was also setting pricing for the second week, so if I was like, hey, Jack, also set pricing for the second week. Well, what you wouldn't do is you would not do a test of pricing from Sunday the 22nd to the following Sunday. You will not follow that same flow. What you would do is you will jump to a weekend. So you'll jump to the closest weekend. So since you're closer to the 21st, you'll then test from Saturday the 21st to Saturday the 28th. Then if I'm like, hey Jack, test for 3 weeks, then you'll do from Saturday the 28th to the following Saturday. Okay? And
Okay.
that's how you do it. Now we'll do the same thing for the second unit. So for the second unit, you're obviously going to hold pricing there, but what you'll test from is you'll test from Thursday the 19th to Thursday the 26th. Then if I was like, hey, test for a second week, well, you would immediately jump to the closest weekend. So the closest weekend will be that Friday. So then you'll test from Friday the 27th to the following Friday. And then for the third week, you'll do the same
Okay.
thing. That Friday to the following Friday.
Okay. Yeah, that's helpful then, thinking about that. Okay. So just to reiterate, we do want to drop this pricing a little bit. You said to like 63, is that what you said?
You're at 65 right now, so I'll just drop
Yeah.
it by like $5. I drop it
Okay,
to
to 60.
so
Okay.
I would immediately just go to Price Labs and do a 5% increase. So if you're sitting at a 30% discount, raise it to a 35% discount.
Okay, got it. And then this one we'll just leave and we'll double check on Friday to see if there's any differences.
Yes, please try to make it to the Friday group call. What I'm trying to do here is yes, we're getting closer to the opening, and yes, you're in slow season. Yes, you're a brand new unit. This is common. You're in slow season, it's a brand new unit. Things are going to be slower. It's like a brand new restaurant opening up. You guys hear me say that analogy a lot. So we just got to be patient. Obviously, we know people are willing to book your place, but now we just need to find your price ceiling. Part of finding your price ceiling is we're going to have to, and especially part of testing, we're going to have to be a little bit of patient. And sometimes being a little bit patient and testing things is going to cause us to like have to drop to our break even a few times just while we try to gather the rhythm of it because every market, every unit is completely different. But this is just part of the learning process. This is why we say pricing is an art, not a science, because if it was a science, it would be more statistical. So it'd be like, okay, well, if we drop it to this, it'll be perfectly fine and we'll know it to a T. But in this case, it's special to everyone's unit, it's special to everyone's market. So what you do here, Jack, yeah, so for your other unit, it'll essentially be the same thing because your units are in the same building. But if you had something in a different market, like if you had something or sorry, if you had something in a different building, still in North Carolina, but in a different building.
Hmm. You got cut off. I don't know if it's just me that can't hear you now, but
No, no, it was my AirPod.
okay.
So what all I was saying was like, pricing is going to be special to you. So because you're in the same building, yes, if you figure out the lead time and the price ceiling for one unit, it's going to be the same for the other units, most likely.
Mm,
Um, like 99% sure there. However, if you were in a different building but still the same market, then it might be a little bit different because every little location is going to vary in terms of lead time. Okay.
okay. Yeah, that's helpful. I'll just drop it down to that 60 for that first unit, and I'll hold on the second one. Yeah, I appreciate you with the help for the questioning here.
Of
And
course,
then
man.
I did get the handyman to go to fix they're gonna fix the wall tomorrow. Because I have the other guy checking out of his unit tomorrow, so I'm just gonna have him fix it when the guy's out of the unit, and then we should be good on that. And then I just have to buy new sheets for that other unit where they messed it up. So um,
Yeah.
that's the fun part, I guess. But my thing is, hopefully, it can't get worse. The first two
No,
people
no, you'll be
stayed. One
good.
broke a wall, one other ruined the bed. So it should be up from here.
Yeah, man, you're getting your feet wet. It's not fun, but it is part of the process. But yeah, I mean, eventually stuff like that could be a little bit profitable sometimes because we obviously have violation fees. And that violation fee is like usually don't have to pay anything. So whatever you make, it's profit. In this case, this was a damage, so we're not looking to make a profit on it. We're just looking to get our money back and, go for more. And cases like this, Airbnb is going to refund you. They have their own, they're a billion-dollar company. They have their own department that holds funds in an account already set aside for situations like this.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much for answering those questions, Andrew. Appreciate it.
Of course, man. Happy to help. Alrighty, guys. Does anyone else have any questions I can answer? Go ahead and drop our number one in the chat. Everyone else is good. Aaron, Jake, Anthony, EK. EK, what do you got?
Hey, oh, you look okay. Hey, so yesterday, so you remember you told me to drop my pricing from 1 second, I'm pulling out my calendar.
The in between.
Yeah, from 16 to the 20th, right?
Uh-huh.
So it's at it's very high in prices, and I've had like the 16-day booking, like they booked it at around like two something a night to like 300 a night. And I just want to play like a little risky because I still have people checking in on the 13th to the 15th.
What specific one do you want to play risky? The one that's further out, we can. The one that we're on, like today, the one that's for today, we do not want to play risky. You're saying for the other in between, right? The one that's
Yeah,
on the
yeah,
16th?
yes. So like from the
Yeah, yeah.
16th to the 20th, I want to play a bit risky. Maybe on the 14th, I can
Okay.
put it down to my break even because I've seen people book it, and after that, like on the 21st to the 28th, someone booked it at a very high price. So
Okay.
yeah, you
You
know what
can
I'm
do that.
saying? So yeah, so
Absolutely. I get
yeah,
where you're
just
going
trying to
with
run
it.
it by you. Yeah, to see
No, no,
what's
no.
going.
That's perfect. So yes, obviously this is your units. It's your business. You absolutely can, and you have the advantage. We know people are willing to pay that. I mean, someone paid it for that price. You have someone that I think that's currently staying there. We saw this yesterday. Someone booked for over like $200 a night, which was terrific. So by all means, like yes, we could play it a little risky, and you absolutely can. What I was looking at, the reason why I told you is just because it's a funky in between,
Yeah.
and we're not too far out. However, by all means, you're absolutely right. We can absolutely play it a little risky, keep it a little high, and then as we get closer, like the 14th, or sorry, yeah, the 14th, then we can immediately drop pricing just a little bit. Okay.
But drop it to break even or drop it today
No,
just
no,
so
no,
I
no,
have the
no.
same rates.
I would drop it. You're still in high season. When you're in high season, I wouldn't be at break even till like you're like 1 day out. In that
Yeah.
case, you'll be like kind of 2 days out. So on that one, I would have it like, 10 to 20 over break even. And then if you want to still stay on that risky end, and then from there, the second you get on it, like boom, if it's still not booked, then slash it and just get it booked up.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool, cool, cool. Great
Thanks.
work. Alrighty, guys. Cheryl, what do you got for us? If anyone has any questions after Cheryl, drop number one in the chat.
Hello, I was on uh-oh, I'm sorry, hold on 1 second. All right,
Okay.
I was in a meeting with Cassie, and we had some issues with connecting my price labs. It was showing that Hospitable was taking over. Like it was something like full. Actually, I'm trying to get back to it before I share my screen. Give me just 1 second so I can bring it
I'm
up
trying to see
here.
if I'm trying to see if I can access your account. I don't know if you ever shared your information. Looks like you did.
Yeah, I did.
All right, let me mess around with this, see if I can get in.
Okay. Yeah, it said Hospitable was fully like taking over the property, like fully managed. I think that's what it was, and she couldn't get it off. And she said she's gonna message you.
No worries. I think I know what you're talking about. And it's just going to be a matter of messing around with it because I have not done that, but it's all
So
doable.
did you get logged in to?
Yes, I'm just logging into Price Labs at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. I'm logged in on everything. Bear with me, guys. I'm going to share my screen. All right. So, um, just so I can log into Airbnb, can you give me your phone number? We'll log
Two
in this
one.
way. Perfect. What's that code that got sent?
Okay. It is 800. I'm sorry. Start over. 880687.
Perfect. Thank you. Oh, wow. These are some good bookings. Let's see what happened. All right. So was it affecting pricing or
Yeah, it was like the pricing wasn't syncing up, and when she saw that it was that Hospitable was fully managing the whole thing, she said that wasn't right.
um, sorry guys, I'm just trying to see if I'm noticing anything here.
Right there at the top where it says fully managed.
Oh, that's fine. That's normal.
Okay, because she thought that it's affecting that Hospital was taking over where Price Labs should have been pricing stuff.
No, everything's normal here. It looks like everything's connected properly. Good bookings
And
here.
does it automatically sync? Because it says like 12 hours ago.
Yeah, that's fine. It's good. We can even if you can even resync it, but no, that's normal. Price Lab syncs every 24 hours. No, you're good. You're all set here. The only thing that I'm noticing is these rule sets are wrong. So other than that, I'm gonna just fix these real quick for you.
Great.
You're already booked out, so I'm not worried about this. So our specific rule of thumb, the reason why people are booking for low rates in March is in March, you should be getting some very large bookings. I'm talking like over $100 per night. These were all good bookings. They're not low. They're still at your target daily rate. If not just a little bit over, but we could definitely get booked a lot higher. The reason why they weren't getting booked a lot higher is because you have those rule sets on a little too far out, which was discounting it a little bit too much. So people are just capitalizing on that and booking it up, which is good. Obviously, you got these good bookings here, which are good. But we can get these booked up for a bigger rate. So the only rule sets we want to apply is we do not want to have any long weekends on here. We only want to have in betweens and no discounts. So in this case, um, as you are aware, for in betweens, we only want to put them for 6 nights and below, and in between two bookings. So right here, that's two bookings. This gap here is in between two bookings. So let's just count. I just count the wide open boxes to see if it's six or less. In this case, it's going to be six on the dot. One, two, three, four, five, six. So in this case, we would put an in between six. So you'll just put an in between, save. So that you will do. In this case, I saw you had your long weekend and your in between. I know it's a little confusing, but on that case, you wouldn't put anything. So right here, you have several open boxes. You have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight. You have eight. So in this case, you wouldn't do anything. The only thing you would do is you would put a no discount because as you know, our rules follow a no discount. We apply them at the beginning of a reservation, which will be here, beginning, or
Mhm.
at the end, which will be here. So you'll put a no discount here. And that's it. That's all you'll put. I know you had your long weekend, but your long weekend, we do not want to put this one until we're close to beginning March. So until like Thursday the 26th is when we'll do that. All right.
Okay.
Other than that, we can put another no discount over here. And we want to put these no discounts right at your target daily rate. So what is your target daily rate?
It was 164, if I'm not mistaken,
164. Let me calculate that. I don't think
or
that's right. Is this a two bedroom or one bedroom?
one bed.
Okay, so 68 times 30 plus 800 is 95. So we'll put these at 100. So we'll do 100 here, 100 here, and then where was that other one at? Oh, this is actually a Saturday. So in this case, I wouldn't put anything because this is a Saturday. So I would leave that empty actually. So that's my mistake. So this one will be, that's it. So we'll only put 100 here and 100 here. And that's it. And then we're
Okay.
just going to do sync now, and that's it. You're good to go. That's all
Okay.
you'll do.
And tell me again, how did you come up with that amount?
The reason I came up with that amount is because we're still so far out. Today's barely only the 10th, or wait, let's say the 11th. Sorry, today's only the 11th, and we're still, you know, we're still in high season. We're at the peak of high season, so we can capitalize on large bookings. So what I usually do is I want to put a no discount here because it's at the end or beginning of the reservation, which are usually the funkier days to get booked up. So the reason I came up with this amount is because I'm like, we're still far out. We're still in high season. I do not want to be too low. So I usually just base it off my target daily rate. In this case, your target daily rate is 95. I just rounded up to 100 because, everything else is priced at like 200 and something. We still want to keep it uniform and not, crazy low. So that's why I put it at 100.
Okay. All right. And you say you took the target date rate and divided it by 30? Is that what you did?
Oh, the only reason I did that is because you weren't too sure what your target daily rate was, and
Okay.
I didn't want you to have to look for it. I was just going to do the math real quick for you. But the
Oh,
target daily
okay.
rate you can find on your Google Sheets. So if you pull up your Google Sheets, I think I did yours,
Yeah, you did. You
Cheryl.
did do mine. It usually be up on my computer one, but
Yeah, here it is. So it should be this. So your target daily rate is here. It's actually
okay.
lower. Where did you get?
I
Why do
I
you have
haven't added
68 as your
anything.
minimum?
But that's what you put when we did it together. I haven't
Uh-uh. I
changed
would
it.
have put it's at 56 here. That's what I would have put it at. So this needs to be updated.
Okay.
56. Base rate is 143. 144 technically if you round up.
Okay.
Minimum weekend is 192. That's right. Yeah. So when with these set, you don't have to worry about dropping them. Those are going to be perfect where they're at.
Oh, okay. So we need to take the 100 back out.
No. That's yeah. Actually, no, you're right. We will need to take the 100 back out. So in that case, what I'll put it at is I'll probably put it at like 85 instead. Honestly, no, you can keep it at 100. We're still pretty
Okay.
far out. You can keep it there. As we get closer, we can drop it to 85, but it's fine there. But
So
I'm glad we noticed
so
that.
so if I understand the concept is if I put a rule set if I have openings after at the end of a booking and at the beginning of a booking. If
Correct.
I have
So your no discount. Your no discount you would put
no
at the beginning
discount.
of a
Okay.
reservation or at the end of a reservation. Your long
No
weekend,
discount.
you only want to put those on weekends. So on Friday or Saturday, but you only want to put them for the month that we're on. So since we're still in February, we do not want to have any on March. You're in between,
Gotcha.
you put those in between two bookings, and you only want to put it if there's six open nights or less. If there's seven or more, if there's more than six, you'll just leave it alone. So like on this case, there's more than six, so we just left it alone. We just put our no discounts. In this
Mhm.
case, there was six on the dot, so we put our in between. Okay.
Okay. Got it. Understood. Thank you so much.
Of
I
course.
appreciate it.
Of course. No worries. You're doing really good. We just got to get, we can definitely make a lot more. So let's definitely capitalize on that because we still have several more months, several more openings to capitalize on it for.
Okay. Thank you.
Of course. Um, all righty. Sharice, what do you got for us?
Hey, I have somebody that's supposed to check out today. The cleaner already
Hmm.
said that he confirmed that he was going to be there about 11:30. I know it's a 2-hour time difference from where I am, so it's 9:30 where they are. Um, but then she emailed me this morning asking, can we check out at 12? And I said, I'm sorry, I wish I could accommodate you, but I have cleaners already on the way. And she goes, could you check? Because we actually debated booking for another night since it's free. Like, did I miss something that the last night, why does she think that it's free? Is there something there that says that I'm
Let's
missing?
see. Who's it for?
Kanya, yeah, her.
Oh, it's because what they're doing is they're checking your Airbnb calendar. So what they're doing is they're seeing on your unit is that for 36?
Yeah, the
30.
yeah, the one on the left. Uh-huh.
So the reason why they're seeing that is because if I come and try to book it, I can book from the 11 to 12 because it's opening. Because your next guest doesn't check in until the 12th at 4 p.m.
Right, but then why does that doesn't explain why she thinks it's free.
By free, I think she what she's saying is like it's open, not like free.
Oh, okay. I'm like free money. I'm not giving things away, but okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you want, she could extend it. And what you like, if you want to have her, if she's been like a pain in the butt and you just want to
No,
get rid
she
of her,
hasn't been a pain. She's fine. I just didn't understand what she was saying, so it was just the way I was interpreting the word free. But she
it's
wants to stay
nine.
another hour, but the cleaner already said he was going to get there by 11:30. And I guess I don't know that he has the flexibility to arrive at 12:30.
So if she wants to stay an extra hour, what I would say is, hey, unfortunately, our cleaner's already pre-scheduled to get there at that time, so that we wouldn't be able to accommodate it. But if she wants to stay an extra night, like if she wants to check out on the 12th instead, what you could do is you can alter her reservation. So what I would do is I would check in with her. So I would tell her, hey, unfortunately, our cleaner's already pre-scheduled to be there for today, and that's the only time he can get there today is at 11. So unfortunately, and I wouldn't say 11:30, I would say 11 because trust me, they'll push it to 11:30 and you don't want them like grabbing all their stuff, running out the last minute.
I gave the window 11 through 11:30. So,
Okay, that's fine then. If you already gave it to them, that's fine. Now, and I would stay stern on that. And then if she's like, okay, well, what if we want to extend the reservation to the checkout on the 12th? All you'll do, and this is a good note for everyone, anyone that wants to alter the reservation, is if I'm on calendar and I click on her name and I click view full itinerary, I can scroll down here where it says change reservation and I
okay.
can click change reservation. Then right here where it says checkout of the 11th, I can just update to checkout of the 12th, hit save, and then from there you can just send the request. That's if she wants to extend it. And then just let your cleaner know. Be like, only if she confirms it. And don't tell your cleaner until she confirms it.
Yeah,
Once you
yeah,
see
I
it go
got
through, then you can tell your cleaner, hey, no worries about cleaning today. The guest actually extended their stay. Cleaning will be tomorrow instead. Okay.
Okay, thanks a lot.
Of course, no worries. Alrighty, guys. Does anyone else have any questions I can answer for them?
Oh, I'm
Um,
sorry, I do have one more. If
Of course. What do you got?
um I noticed on my Ring camera that the people that stay in there now smokes. And
Okay.
as they come out the door, they either smoke with the door open and but they always got a cigarette in their hand. I can't really tell if it's lit. What is the process if my cleaner get there on Saturday and it smells like smoke?
Okay. So what I would do is I would send a message to your guest first and foremost. And nothing crazy, not like you caught them or like you're saying anything, just a reminder. I would just as if it was like a reminder automated message, like, hey, whatever their name is, hey, so and so, like, um, just want to keep you guys aware, like, there is no smoking in the unit. We would kindly appreciate it if, like, if there was no smoking in the unit. Just something simple. You can use ChatGPT to just help formulate it, but just something simple doesn't like call them out or put blame on them. That's just very casual and leave it at that. And then what I would do is I would message your cleaner and just let them know, like, hey, can you just keep an eye out in the unit? Like it looked like on the Ring camera the guest was smoking. Let me know if there's any smoke in the unit. And if there's no smoke in the unit, like if the unit does not smell like smoke, okay, who cares? Let it go. Don't worry about charging them. If the unit does smell like smoke, then tell your cleaner to like just document anything that they see. So like if they find any ashes, any cigarette, any marijuana, whatever it is, they find any of that, have them take photos of it, have them take whatever they got to do to document it. And if they don't have any evidence but it smells like it, then I would have them create you an invoice, or if they have an ozone generator, I would have them put the ozone generator in the unit, take a photo of them like cleaning that smell, whether it's them spraying the unit, or utilizing the ozone generator, and I would use that as evidence to charge the guest. Okay.
Okay. And it's always good to document it through the Airbnb app to that you have warned them about smoking because they actually check out on Saturday and I've been so busy I haven't been able to jump on the calls. Is it too
Mhm.
late since they done been there for they had a 14-day reservation?
No, no, no. It's never too late. Um, you have 14 days after a guest checks out to request any violations or damages.
Okay.
And also, real quick, if your Ring, which I think you should still be on the free trial, so your Ring camera is recording, what I would also do is right now, while you can, is go back to the video of where you caught them smoking, where you can clearly see the cigarette, and screenshot those photos. That way, you can use that as evidence as well. Because yes, documentation is going to be everything, and it's going to be very crucial, and it's going to be very important for us to win cases when we do charge people.
But what is the top amount that you should charge if someone
Um,
smokes in here?
So for smoking, what I usually charge is $1,000. And
Wow.
does that always get paid out? No. However, I've had cases where it sometimes does get paid out and it's pure profit. I've had some cases where they only pay me out $250 and shoot, that's pure profit as well. So I don't mind it.
So who pays it out? Airbnb or the guests?
So if the guest, most guests for large amounts like that, the only time a guest will ever, well, I shouldn't say ever. I've had guests like that are very accountable and they broke something that was like $100 and they pay me back for it. But in most cases, like guests are always going to deny it because they have the option to accept or deny. Guests are always going to deny it unless it's like an inexpensive amount. So what will happen is once the guest denies it, you can involve Airbnb and Airbnb will investigate the case. And this is why you need documentation because Airbnb will then pay you out, but you're going to need to have that documentation.
Okay, great. I got it. I
Of
did do a
course.
screenshot already. Like the first day, her coming in, she stood right at the door and smoked with the screen door open. So,
Yeah, in that case, get those recordings. That's why it's important that we pay for the last, sorry, not the last, the Ring plan because, and that our Ring cameras are always charged because obviously you don't need to be studying your Ring camera like a hawk. Trust me, you're going to drive yourself insane. But in cases like this where you do catch it, or in cases if like just say your guest reports it smells, you can look back on those videos and see if you notice anything. And if you do, then you can then you can use that as evidence to charge a guest if you can't find ashes or anything like that.
great. All righty. Thank you, sir.
Of course. Alrighty, guys. Does anyone have any last minute questions I can answer for them?
Could you take a look again at my two bedroom? I know there was a point in time that we talked on Monday about
Mhm.
revisiting it. I haven't gotten any new bookings in the last couple of days since we did some, no, I'm sorry. I do mean the one bedroom and that long stint starting at the 18th.
Mhm.
Is there pricing adjustments that need to happen at this point?
Since you're in high season, you still got like a long time out. I would hold it. What we would do is on Friday, if you can make to that crop, then we'll go ahead and drop
Okay.
this
Okay.
because
Gotcha.
you've been getting booked at super high rates, so
Yeah.
like way over your target.
Okay.
So I just want to keep that momentum. And
Okay.
like I told you, one bedrooms are so much e not easier, but they're you can be a little bit more riskier when it comes to one bedrooms and two bedrooms to get them booked up. So you can hold off to like a little bit of the last minute, especially in high season.
Okay. Thanks.
Of course. And then EK, I'm seeing your message here. Are you with me? Because I'm about to walk you through it.
Yes, I'm here with you.
Alrighty. So what we were talking about, guys, is EK threw a message in the chat saying he missed how we do alteration requests. So if you ever needed to do an alteration request, you just want to be on the calendar, click on the guest name, and don't change pricing. Whatever your pricing is set on Price Labs, that's what they're going to get it for. Don't update that. Don't try to upcharge them like crazy amounts because they're gonna look at that and be like, yeah, no, I'm not extending that. That's crazy. Like it was cheaper before because they can see this stuff. So make sure you hit view full itinerary after you clicked on their name. Then you're going to scroll down and make sure it's for the right guest. Then you can scroll down to the bottom and you're going to see here where it says support, change reservation. You'll click on that and then you'll just update the checkout date to whenever they want to check out.
Um,
All right. And then
that
once you
sounds
do
good.
that, once you do that, you'll see the change in price and then you'll send the request. And then from there, the guest will then accept it if they want to extend it.
All right. Thanks, Andrew.
Of course. All righty, guys. Does anyone have any last questions before we call it a morning?
Yeah, I got one quick question.
What do you got?
Just share my screen real quick. For these next openings, I'm at my break even already. Um,
Mm-hmm.
should I just like when I've been dropping below break even like day of or night before. But like I've been seeing some of my nights have been going unbooked. Should I go below break even before the day of or no?
I wouldn't, like I always tell you, like I've told you multiple times, like we're not going to be giving people places for free. I understand, like right now, where you're experiencing is that you're in slow season and it's like your first slow season. So you're trying to, right now, we're really trying to find your lead time. So what I would do is you're booked up now. The ones that are coming up, like that are like a couple days out, like just you're obviously we're going to anticipate those already being low. The ones that I'm not worried about those. What I'm more so worried about because it's crucial to our testing is kind of what we've been practicing is like the 3 weeks out, the month out, like how far out is someone willing to pay for a price ceiling on our in our slow season. That's what I'm really trying to test for. So for the ones that are coming up right now, I would just still hold them where you're at because you're 4 days out. I probably wouldn't drop it until Friday. On Friday, then I'll drop them under.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, got it.
Cool. Alrighty. And then keep me posted because like I told you, I know we're texting right now. So keep me posted. That way I can help you in terms of like tracking this type of stuff.
Does
Jake,
it,
are
am
all
I
your
shooting
units?
myself in the foot if I like test one unit like even like 3 months out?
I think that's too far out, dude. I don't think anyone's booking like three. I mean, not. I shouldn't say that. I don't think anyone's not booking 3 months out. I think you can, but I think it's not likely that people are booking 3 months like as often. Like it's not going to be a current trend that like all of them are 3 months out. I think the furthest you'll see a lead time is like a month and a half out. So that's why I'm having you test like a month out first, and then like we'll move to a month and a half. Because like in Arizona, mine's a month out in my slow season. Like if I miss my month out lead time, I like and it's normal. If I miss my month out lead time, I'm already prepared and anticipating, okay, let me slash my rates because I'm not going to get booked at the price that I want if I already missed the month out window.
Okay. Yeah, I did actually get one booking in November, but obviously that's just like a random one-off.
That that's what I mean. It's going to be like random one-offs. It's not going to be, and I may be completely wrong. It may not be as statistical, but the point that I'm trying to make is like we can't just go jump from. And I know your anticipation. Like I just really want to figure it out. Like but we can't jump from one month to like 3 months. I would like slowly progress. Like right now, we're still testing 1 month. We haven't really tested it. Let's first test 1 month. Okay, we didn't catch anything. Like I said, it's gonna be It's going to be part of the learning process. Okay, we still didn't catch anything at 1 month out. All right, let's test a month and a half out, or let's test 2 months out now, and then see the progression from there. And then we'll start noticing the trends. Okay, and like I said, it's not going to be exact. Maybe it's like, maybe it's 30, 35 days out, someone books it, and someone else books it 33 days out, and someone else books it 38 days out. But it's still along with it, so it's still technically a month out that people are looking at that. It's not going to be perfectly 30 days out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And then last question would be, so like testing, say a month out, for example, I have one set every week at $55. How long ideally am I letting that sit for?
I would let it sit for, all the way through until we're about like, especially if you're already at like, because we're testing right now, we're testing a low price ceiling. It's not like we're testing a high price ceiling. If
Yeah,
we're
like for
testing like,
example, just so I can fully understand it, like this full month of March, I'll say I have it sitting at like say $200 profitability.
okay,
So I'm waiting until when ideally to make any next changes.
I would hold it there. Like I would hold it there until we're like a week out, pretty much. The reason why is because you've been saying not you've been saying, but you've been noticing a trend where you're like, hey, dude, I'm just like 7 days out or 3 days out, we're getting booked up, but it's not at it's we're already dropped in, and like that's fine. But maybe we're completely missing it. Maybe your lead time is 3 to 5 days out. So let's just hold it there, and even if it just goes on book for a couple of days, it's just part of the process that we need to take when we're testing it. Like I was telling Jack before, or at the beginning of this. So we just got to hold it there because it's just part of the learning that we just need to do to figure it out. So what I would do is I would just hold it there all the way through. Same thing for the other units, hold it all the way through, and then we'll see if it's like, crap, we held it all the way through and nothing happened. All right, now we know. All right, let's test, a month and a half out.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
So yeah, I would just hold it all the way through.
Okay.
Cool. All righty. Cheryl, what do you got?
I was also looking back at Hospitable, and is it okay that VRBO is showing partially managed? Because I haven't um, turned that one on yet because I was a little nervous that Hospitable, Price Labs was not quite ready to make sure that I don't get double booked.
Yeah.
Is
No,
it
don't
okay
worry.
that this says that and that says that?
Yeah. So Airbnb will always be the lead listing because when we're testing pricing, we're not going to test pricing for Airbnb, then test pricing for VRBO, then test pricing for Booking.com, and then test pricing for whatever other platform. We're not going to do that. Everything is going to be guided by Airbnb. So the settings and price changes you make for Airbnb and that you make on Price Labs as well will also be the same for VRBO. So you'll be fine. They're all going to cohesively work together. So once you get everything set up properly on VRBO, you can just go live because the way you have it already connected, you're good to go. So price syncing is on. So meaning if you get a booking on VRBO, it'll block it out on Airbnb and vice versa. So you're all
Okay.
good there. That's why it says partially managed because Airbnb is going to be the main lead listing, which is exactly what we want.
Okay, and do I put the same weekend discounts 1 day, 2 day
Yes,
that you put on Airbnb on VRBO?
correct. Yes, you would, but VRBO only has monthly and weekly discount. They don't have 6 day, 5 day, 4 day, 3 day. So
Oh,
you'll
okay.
only put your monthly and weekly one.
Monthly and weekly. All right, get it. I'm gonna turn it on today then.
There you go.
All
Congrats.
right. Yes, sir.
All righty, guys. Cool. Does anyone have anything else real quick? All righty. Awesome,
Jake,
guys. Well,
question, are all of your units in one city? Are you in one, or are you spread out all over the place?
Yeah, they're all in Birmingham.
Okay, thanks.
great stuff. All righty. Cool, guys. Jake, it looks like it's still snowing out there. I can see people shoveling.
Dude, there's still like 4 feet on the ground because it has been
Oh, man.
20 degrees since it snowed 2 weeks ago.
Oh, man. I just had to call that out. My bad.
I'm jealous. I got to get down to Miami.
Hey, we got to get you back over there. All righty, guys. Well, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. If you guys need anything, message me, Casey, or Noah. We'll be happy to help you guys out. Other than that, we will have our next group call on Friday. So I'll see you guys Friday, 6
Thank
p.m.
you.
Eastern time.
Thank
Thanks.
All
you.
right, guys.
Thanks,
Of course.
Andrew.
Have a good one. Of course. All right. So I got